My name is Matlho Jennifer Kgosi, Nisi Tiro. I'm the current chairperson of Women in Sports Botswana, popularly known as WASBO, and I have been the chair since 2019. This is my second stint at WASBO. I am one of the members that first founded the official organization in 1997 after an ad hoc committee which was led by Dokas Malesu, Libo Memma Mopi, Libo Memma Ifimi Atlapani, recommended that a formal structure of the BNSC, which would support the cause of women in sport, be set up. So I have a long, rich history with WASBO. This year, March 2021, the United Nations and the world over celebrate International Women's Day, which was on the 8th, with the rest of March being International Women's Month. The theme for this year is Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. And we celebrate the tremendous effort by women and girls around the world in shaping a more equitable future, particularly in COVID-19 times and beyond. And we highlight the gaps that remained. Much was achieved prior to COVID. A lot was lost during COVID. When we recover, we need to recover better. We cannot go back to where the world was. We have lost a lot of gains. We celebrate the vital role that is played by women in the world, but we also celebrate the vital role played by women and girls in sport. We have done a lot between the International Olympic Committee and the Botswana National Olympic Committee, the Botswana National Sports Commission, and Women in Sport Botswana. We have put in place training for women so that we capacitate them in leadership skills. We have done research which has formed a baseline for what still remains to be done. We have promoted and worked with women who stood for elections to give them a leg up at becoming part of the leadership of the national sports associations. We have also had mentorship programs for women in the Olympic movement, and we have also had mentoring programs for girls and boys in sport. So together we are doing a lot. There's a lot of programming happening at both the BNSC and the BNOC, and there's a lot of work that we are doing with WASBO. Going forward, we will be doing a lot of work through the national sports commissions, gender commissions that have been set up in sport. As I said earlier, we have lost a lot, and this is what we would like. The inequalities continue to prevail in our societies. Women have always borne the brunt of poverty and violence, including violence inflicted in their homes. And this has reared during COVID times. Gender-based violence has once more reared its head and shocked many, revealing the shortcomings of patriarchy. The scourge of the pandemic has had a particularly detrimental impact on women and girls who rely on sport for their income. The halting of sport at the height of the pandemic had a particularly adverse impact on them, leaving them unable to fend for themselves and their families. Consequently, we acknowledge many of the strides that women have made have been erased by the onset of the pandemic. However, this should not deter our efforts. We should strive to convert this setback into an opportunity to course correct. We can advance the agenda of an equal society as we navigate and determine a new normal during post-COVID world. The review process of Phase 2 of the BNSC Vision 2028, which is about to take off, is an important exercise for sport as it will allow us a structured approach and process on reflection and re-examining our achievements and shortcomings. Planning for the next phase will include the identification and creation of new value-creating opportunities within the BNSC and sport in general, particularly for women in sport. Indeed, our women have led the way, improving not only their potential, but worth as can be gauged by the qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics in such large numbers. Therefore, an equal future can only result in a bigger dividend for our nation. And jointly, as sportswomen in Botswana with our male counterparts, we urge that we improve the world that women participate in. We give a leg up where it is needed, and we reward effort where it is given. Thank you.